The educational materials presented here were developed by students and faculty of the Department of Food Science and Human Nutrition at Iowa State University. Funding for this project was provided by grants from the American Cancer Society Midwest and the Lance Armstrong Foundation. The materials are intended for educational use and are not meant to provide medical advice. We welcome your feedback about these materials. Please use the evaluation survey link on the homepage to provide your comments and suggestions. Coffee and gastrointestinal cancer risk. Coffee is a brewed drink. It is prepared from roasted seeds of the coffee plant. The plant itself is like a shrub or a small tree. The coffee beans are inside a red or purple fruit, and coffee is often known for its high caffeine content. In general, coffee consumption has been found to provide a weak protective effect against a variety of cancers. Coffee is comprised of a wide variety of chemical compounds which give it a range of aromas and tastes that consumers enjoy. It is likely that some of these compounds contribute to the health benefits of coffee. Coffee contains specific ingredients that are unique to the coffee bean. Diterpenes belong to a large and varied class of hydrocarbons. It has been proposed that combinations in coffee, such as cafestol and coeol, may contribute to the anti-carcinogenic effect of coffee. Coffee, like tea, also contains polyphenols. Lignans and flavonoids are found in coffee, and both are known to have anti-carcinogenic properties. Another component of coffee is chlorogenic acid. Chlorogenic acid may be associated with moderating the rate of glucose release into the bloodstream after a meal and increasing insulin sensitivity. Both of these effects would be beneficial in protecting from diabetes. Chlorogenic acid also has antioxidant effects, which may also reduce the risk of cancer. In a recent review of the science associated with coffee consumption and cancer risk, it was found that drinking more than 3 cups of coffee a day was associated with a slight increase in a specific form of gastric cancer, but not with other forms of gastric cancer. Cancer of the pharynx, larynx, and esophagus were not affected by the consumption of coffee. To investigate the relationship between coffee consumption and colorectal cancer, a team of researchers from Harvard Medical School compared data from the Nurses' Health Study, which was comprised of women, and the Health Professional Study, which was comprised of men. These large data sets allow for a high level of statistical power to determine correlations among dietary factors and disease occurrence. The conclusion of the work was that the consumption of caffeinated coffee, tea with caffeine, or caffeine intake alone had no effect on risk of either colon or rectal cancers in either men or women. Of interest, the researchers did find that consumption of 2 or more cups of decaffeinated coffee per day significantly reduced the risk of rectal cancers. As with all human studies, it is not possible to determine what specific components of coffee may be responsible for these effects. Many lifestyle factors impact risk of cancer, and although the research factors these into their statistical analysis, it is not fully possible to eliminate the impact of all these factors. Coffee, tea, and other caffeinated beverages do not appear to increase the risk of any forms of cancer, and in fact may provide a protective effect on some forms of cancer. Coffee-containing beverages, coffees, and teas are widespread in the marketplace. Children and teens are increasingly consuming these products at younger ages. These products may contain high amounts of sugar and low amounts of the beneficial compounds found in coffee or tea. It is always wise to read labels carefully and to monitor sugar and caffeine consumption, especially in children. The impact of lifelong exposure to coffee has not been assessed. However, caffeine has been consumed by humans throughout the history. Further research will be needed to more fully understand the many compounds found in coffee to identify its role in the cancer process. Coffee is considered safe for most people, but should be avoided with any adverse side effects. Moderate consumption of these beverages can be part of a healthy life.